Sumeet Bagadia now joins us. Sumit, good afternoon. Yesterday's move and the follow-up move of 20-30 points today, you think that we are headed higher?
Hi Pankaj, very good afternoon. Well, as far as Nifty view is concerned, see if you remember we are bullish in Nifty from lower levels. We were expecting Nifty to touch levels of around 8,000 and 8,100 levels. Now we are very close to 8,000 levels, and 8,000 is facing, market is facing a psychological resistance at around 8,000 levels. I think we will break 8,000 this time, and in next 1 or 2 days we will see levels of around 8,050, 8,100 levels. On downside, now till the time 7,900 is not taken away, any dips in Nifty of 20-30 points from present levels should be used as a buying opportunity. This is purely a very short-term call for 1 or 2 days with a strict stop loss of 7,900. One can initiate long at CMP or on dips till 7,950 should be used as buying opportunity for the upside target of 8,050 and 8,100 levels in next 1 or 2 days.
Right. You know, as far as the overall, the point that you made that Nifty may cross 8,000, if it has to cross now, it has to cross before Friday. Weekly closing has to be strong.
Yes, absolutely right. If the weekly closing is above 8,000, then we are headed for 8,300, 400 levels. But if the weekly closing is not above 8,000 levels, then there is a possibility that after a sharp upside rally, which we have seen from 6,800 levels to 8,000 levels in May, in the month of May, we can see some retracement of this rally of 1,200 points. That means if the closing is not above 8,000 or 8,100 levels in the next 1 or 2 days, then there is a possibility that in next 10 to 15 days we might see some correction or consolidation in the Nifty, in which Nifty can move in a range of around 7,700 on lower side to 8,100 on higher side.
How big an impact is expiry going to have on that?
I think this time expiry should be above 8,000 levels tomorrow. That means tomorrow. Overall, till yesterday, the expiry levels were somewhere at around 7,900 levels. But as soon as the up move which we have seen in last 1 day says that there is a possibility that we might see expiry above 8,000 also. So overall, as far as 1 or 2 days view is concerned, markets are looking strong for the targets of 8,050 and 100 levels.
Bank Nifty, it closed above the 200 DMA. It's almost at a high of 2016 like the Nifty. What would be your view on Bank Nifty?
See Pankaj, I'm not able to understand why Bank Nifty has not moved up today, because yesterday we saw a breakout in the counter. It almost gave closing around 17,000 levels, in fact above 17,000, which says that Bank Nifty is strong and it should have given upside move of 300 to 400 points from 17,000 levels. That means today we should have seen 17,300, 400 levels, but unfortunately Bank Nifty is down by 130 points and presently it's quoting at around 16,870 levels. But still, I think 16,800, 16,750 will act as a support in Bank Nifty in short term. Till the time these levels are not taken away, we can again expect Bank Nifty to move up and touch levels of around 17,300, 17,500 levels. Now to reach 17,300, 17,500 levels, Bank Nifty needs to give breakout above 17,000. And on downside, till the time 16,700, 750 levels are not taken away, I think one can take chance at CMP by taking a long position with a stop loss to be placed at 16,700 levels for the upside target of 17,300 levels in next 1 or 2 days.
Right. As far as Axis Bank is concerned, have you seen a breakdown on Axis and ICICI today? Because they're seeing continuous selling pressure every time there is some sort of buying or short covering over there.
I think Pankaj, you are right that we are seeing some selling pressure in both the counters. I think fresh long position in Axis Bank and ICICI Bank should be avoided at present levels. Now till that time Axis Bank does not give closing above 480, long position should be avoided. And if anyone has taken a long position at lower levels, then they should strictly maintain a trailing stop loss of around 460 or 461 levels. Because I feel that if 460 or 461 is taken away on Axis Bank, then there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 425, 430 in next 1 week to 10 days time horizon. So I feel that one should avoid long position in Axis Bank at CMP. Existing position should be maintained with a strict stop loss of 460, 61. And if any long position has to be created, then that should be created only above 480 levels. People who wants to take a short position can initiate a short position at around 465, 470 with a stop loss to be placed at 480 on higher side. As far as ICICI Bank view is concerned, I think that it's facing resistance at around 258, 260 levels. And today we have seen a sharp sell-off from higher levels. I think this sell-off will continue in ICICI Bank, and there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 235 or 230. I think fresh long position in ICICI Bank should also be avoided at present levels.
But at the same time, we are seeing IndusInd Bank at a high. Yes Bank has not corrected. HDFC Bank has not corrected particularly. Any view on these names? Let's start with IndusInd Bank. It's in a new price.
I think a fresh breakout on charts. Stock has given closing above 1000, and above 1000 also stock is able to sustain above 1000 levels. I think IndusInd Bank is headed for 1100 levels. IndusInd Bank looks strong on charts, and the breakout which we have seen, we have seen after a long period of one and a half years. I think one should initiate long position in IndusInd Bank because immediately it should head for 1080, and above 1080 there is a possibility we might see levels of around 1100. So overall, IndusInd Bank looks good to me. If there is a correction in IndusInd Bank till 1020 or 1000 levels, then that should be used as a buying opportunity, with the stop loss to be placed at 980 rupees on lower side for the upside target of 1080, and above 1080 there is a possibility that we might see levels of around 1100.
Right. Yesterday the delivery marking in IndusInd Bank was quite strong, more than 30 lakh shares, which is quite unlike IndusInd Bank. Does that tell you that the trend is likely to be longer for a while?
Yes, Pankaj, you are absolutely right. This says that people are much more interested to have delivery of IndusInd Bank at present levels also, and in fact people are not expecting it to give correction, or in fact they are expecting it to give good upside move from present levels. As I already said that IndusInd Bank has given a breakout after a long time. So this breakout says that the overall run in the IndusInd Bank from present level should be of almost 10 to 15%. That means if the run comes of 10 to 15%, then we should see levels of around 1150 or 1200 levels. But this would take time. I think this would take time horizon of around at least 3 months. So I think the overall range in IndusInd Bank should be from 980 or 950 on lower side to 1200 rupees on higher side. So that's why I said that if there is any correction from present levels, then that should be used as a buying opportunity. Or if anyone wants to create a fresh long at CMP, then also there is no harm in this, because the overall stock structure is looking very good, and it's a breakout after a long time. So the rally should continue at least for next couple of days.
Right. How would you look at Bharti Airtel? Again, after a long time, we are seeing it past the 370 mark. If I'm not wrong, you last time said that 365, 370 is probably a zone where you would not be comfortable to buy this name. So can you just tell us, it went to 380 today, results are there tomorrow, or today, post market hours, which means it would react tomorrow. How would you look at Bharti Airtel?
Yes, Pankaj, you are absolutely right. I think still we are not comfortable in buying Bharti Airtel at 370, 373 levels. No doubt, today the stock has given very good upside moves. But from higher levels, if you see, we are seeing some selling pressure in Bharti Airtel from the levels of 380, 381. We have already seen a correction of 8 to 9 rupees from the higher levels. And presently the stock is quoting at around 372. I am not comfortable in buying Bharti Airtel at these levels. I would wait for the results, and if anything comes in favor, then I will take a decision whether to go long in the Bharti Airtel or no. Overall, if again the Bharti Airtel is giving correction from these levels, and if we see breakout below 360, then we will again see a sell-off in Bharti Airtel, in which it can move down till 340, 330 levels. I think these are not good levels to initiate a fresh long position in Bharti Airtel. Anyone who has taken a long position at lower levels can maintain a position with a strict stop loss to be placed at 360 levels. That means that trailing stop loss should be placed at 360, and if 360 is taken away, we can see sell off. So it's better to have a position with 360 as a trailing stop loss.
We were talking to Sumit. Let's get in another technical guest. Ruchit Jain, equity technical analyst at Angel Broking, is now with us. Sumit, just hang on. We spoke about Axis and ICICI. Ruchit, can you first start with these two names? How are they looking, and what essentially is your view after the fall today?
Well, good afternoon, Pankaj. Pankaj, overall, if we see positional charts of Axis Bank, then it looks quite better in the banking space. We don't think that the stock would fall much from current levels. Any dip up to 440, I think it would be a good buying opportunity again into the stock. The stock recently, after a consolidation phase, has started forming this high top, high bottom formation. And in this corrective action which we are seeing today, the support would come around 440. So anything around 440, I think it would be a good opportunity to accumulate ICICI Bank, Axis Bank over there. And ICICI Bank, the stock has not shown any sort of major consolidation. It was a V-shaped recovery from the bottom. So I think maybe around 220, 215, that is a quite possible level the stock could go. So we are not that positive on ICICI Bank from current levels, but definitely Axis Bank looks good and it's a buy on dips stock for us.
You know, generally the positioning also in Axis Bank is more of short rather than long versus ICICI.
So that's the reason ICICI has given a V-shaped recovery and Axis has not given that V-shaped recovery. But it's a good thing that it was a recovery after a consolidation phase. And even if there's a short position getting formed in Axis Bank now, it's probably more. It would be more due to the results which were declared yesterday, and after results the opening was negative today. So that may be the reason why a short build-up is being seen. But still, I think if it comes around 440, there would be chances of fresh accumulation over there, as well as whatever shorts are getting built up, those who could come for covering then again. So I think one should not get too much worried if there is any sort of rise in open interest, because there was already a gap down opening today. So any sort of rise in open interest over here with decline in price should not be a cause of much worry over here. 440 would be the good levels to go long again in the stock.
Right. Sumit, what will be your view on Maruti? Yesterday after the results, there was optimism in the morning also. When we spoke to the management, it hit the day's high. But after that particularly, we've not seen any follow-up buying. Any view on Maruti Suzuki?
I think Pankaj, Maruti Suzuki is strong. It has given breakout. Yesterday we have seen a sharp recovery from lower levels. From a level of 3700, we have seen stock has moved up by almost 140-150 rupees, and we have seen that stock has given a very good closing. In fact, if I see the charts, I think after a consolidation of 2 months, stock has given breakout on charts. There is a possibility that stock might move in a range of around 3800 to 4000 levels for next couple of days. Overall, we are bullish on Maruti. We are expecting it to move up from present levels, and we are expecting it to touch levels of around 4000 soon. If Maruti is able to give a close below 3780 or 3750, then we would change our view in Maruti from bullish to bearish. But till that time closing is not seen below 3780 or 3750 levels on lower side, I think any dips in Maruti from present levels should be used as buying opportunity. 3850, 3820 are good levels to initiate a long position. And on the higher side, immediately it will face resistance at around 3980 or 4000 levels. And if 4000 is taken away, then we can see extended rally till 4150 or 4200 levels. So overall, Maruti looks good to me. I think any dips in Maruti from present level should be used as buying opportunity for the immediate targets of 4000 levels.
Right. Any view on Just Dial, Sumit?
No, Just Dial doesn't look good to me. I think we can see correction in Just Dial from present levels. Stock is looking weak. Charts are not that convincing. So from the levels of 850, we can see a correction in which stock can move down till 730 or 700 levels. That means almost a correction of around 150 rupees. I think 850 are good levels to initiate a sell position, or if by chance there is small pullback in prices from present levels till 870, 880, then that should be used as a selling opportunity with a stop loss to be placed at 900 or above 900 or at 910. That means with a stop loss of 910, one can initiate sell position in Just Dial for the targets of around 730, 700 levels in next 10 to 15 days time horizon. Overall, Just Dial looks weak on charts. It's a best selling candidate.
Right. Sumit, thank you so much for taking our time for us.